We train a few racehorses and we've always bred a few mares. So we bred Tia many years ago. Tia is out of a mare called Jemima, and Jemima was not owned by us originally. She was owned by a good client of ours. She went to a New Zealand bloodstock sale and got sold to Australia, we thought at the time. But then actually a couple of years later, Megan Lefting actually said to us, "Didn't you used to own Jemima?" And we said, "Yes, she got sold to Australia." And she said, "No, the person that bought her never took her to Australia, and she's running around out the back of, like you could see her off the motorway as you're driving into Auckland. Had we known it was her, we would have done something about it earlier, but we didn't." They were about to move and they really didn't know what to do with her. And we said, "Well, we'd love to have her back." And she was like, she burst into tears because she was so happy that Jemima had her home. So literally Kendra and Russell jumped in our horse van and whizzed up to pick her up. And she was literally out in this like 15-acre paddock, and there was building going on all around her, and she saw them coming and she snailed out and came zooming over to the van. I think she was so happy just to have some human contact again. So we brought her home and she's just stepped right back in, and we've bred a few foals since, and they're all lovely. And it was actually a lovely story because some really good friends of ours, Joe and Greg Griffin, bought out Niagara. And when he came out from Australia, we had an open day for him in the Waikato. Everyone that came got into a draw. My sister-in-law and her husband had come along just to support the day, and we all loved Niagara, won the service. Tia was the first one we bred based on that, winning that service. So she's been a real family horse. I think she might have won 3, and we've had lots of fun with her. And then when the finish time came to retire her, we have got 2 daughters that both like eventing, so we thought actually it would be lovely to keep her in the family. So thoroughbreds are fabulous for eventing, but sometimes they just need a bit of help to get them from really green horses to proper little competition horses. So we sent her to Brea, and I think this might be the 4th horse trial she's won this season. Like, she's just on this winning streak, so it's a shame we didn't see a bit more of that as a racehorse, but it's a phenomenal, like she's just a super mare, and it's been a great story, and the whole family is still really enjoying her, which is great.
My association with the Rogers family started actually at a cross-country clinic that I was teaching. Next minute I'm picking up a little mare from their stables, and pretty much the rest is history. I've been riding her for 1.5 years now. She's so special to me. She's really helped me through some tough times in my career, and they've been such a supportive family. And she's a really little mare. She's very tough. She's been quite quirky, but she never really comes home outside the ribbons. She's had 4 wins in her career so far already, eventing. Very good at her job. She's not that exciting to watch in the warm-up, but once she gets in the ring she really picks up and just loves her job. In eventing, it's certainly not uncommon to see thoroughbreds hanging around. Very competitive out on the cross-country days especially, and really starting to hold their own in all 3 phases really. For me, they've been so important to kind of, get me some numbers and get me some good runs and really start to learn about training horses rather than just jumping on and off I go. There's nothing better than sitting on a horse you know is going to go around the distance and the track, no problem with the time. Really getting into that rhythm and know they've got you.
We've always loved thoroughbreds, that's why we've bred them and raced them. They're just the most versatile horse, and they'll try anything. And I think they get a bad rep sometimes for being a little bit hot, but they're honestly not. They're not hot. If you come to any event, every horse is a little bit hot, and they're not just the thoroughbreds, they're everything. So horses just need work, and the horses that are worked properly settle down, and it's so rewarding. This is like winning a Group 1 for me. It was just as exciting as winning a Group 1 race today. And she's given us huge amounts of excitement, and I think more people should look at perhaps keeping a share when their horses are retired, keeping a share in them or keeping them and giving them. There are lots of people like Brea that are professional, lovely horse people that actually do a good job for you, and you don't have to pay them as much as you pay to have a horse and work. But the excitement out of going out to events and seeing them competing and not always winning, but just out improving all the time is so satisfying, and you still get to actually really enjoy your horse. So I think more people should look at actually keeping a share or keeping them and actually getting a taste of what it's like out, because the sporting world is super. The people are lovely, everyone's really supportive, and thoroughbreds are they are the best thing to event. Like, they come into their own when you start 3-day eventing.